in 2011. The Tswana are the native people of southwestern Botswana and of the northwest province of South Africa, where the majority of the Tswana live. The largest number of ethnic Tswana people actually live in South Africa. They are one of the largest ethnic groups in the country, and the Tswana language is one of 11 official languages in South Africa. Tswana people. The Tswana, who are the largest ethnic group in Botswana, is made of 8 tribes originally settled in the southern and central parts of Botswana. The 8 Tswana tribes in Botswana are as follows. Bangwaketse are found mostly in Kanye, a principal village of the Bangwaketse. They have also settled in Molapawabojang, Lodolhakane East, Mogonya, Selakalela, Saman, Mazan and Magoriapitsi villages among others. Rolong are found in the southeastern part of Botswana in Good Hope, a principal village of the Rolong, Mabule, Makakwe, Pitsang, Tulherselele, Bethel and Metloyaning amongst others. Interestingly, some Rolong are found in the northeastern part of Botswana, in Borolong and Matsiloye villages. These Rolong have their origins in Thabanchu, South Africa, and have settled in the northeast due to inter-tribal conflicts. Kwena are found in and around the Malepalole region. Malepalole is their principal village, being the most densely populated village in Botswana. Kwena are also settled in Lentswelatau, Mahelwi, Kgatla, Gamadubu, Gabang, Hatsalaladi, Ramafadal, Kopong, Kamakwane, Lafafi, Boblanang, Metsamadolhabe and many others. Bangwado, who are settled in the central district of Botswana, are the largest tribe of the Tswana ethnic group. Their capital is Siro village. They have also settled in Shoshone, Palapi, Mahalapi, Paj, Radazel, Debete and many others. Batlokwa, who are a part of the Kgatla tribe, have their roots in a location called Tlokwa, which is modern-day Potchefstroom in South Africa, while in Botswana they have settled in Tlokwa, east of Gaborone. The Tswana sub-ethnic groups or tribes share the same customs, laws and traditions with little variations in some ways. On their socio-political setup, Tswana tribes are made up of clans who were led by chiefs who made laws and were responsible for ensuring that those are implemented, meting out disciplinary action where necessary. The Tswana were also accustomed to the African traditional religion, which was mainly made up of ancestral worship. Most of its characteristics were slowly diluted and gradually abolished due to contact with the European missionaries who first settled in Botswana around 1846. They converted the Tswana through their chiefs and Christianity became the Tswana's main or official religion, and virtually every other ethnic group in Botswana. Since then, most of the laws were abolished to meet the standards of the new religion, Christianity. The most common law and practice that was abolished is polygamy. Botswana law today differs vastly from the traditional system. Some of the features are aligned to global practices such as outlawing polygamy and practicing monogamy. Language. They speak Setswana, Setswana, and Sesotho sa Labawa. Setswana is sometimes referred to as Betuans, Tswana, hence Bechuanaland, Koana, Kwena, or Setswana. It is spoken across South Africa and is one of the 11 official languages recognized by the South African Constitution. It is also the national and majority language of Botswana. In 2006 it was determined that over 3 million South Africans speak Setswana as a home language. Tswana was one of the first written Sotho languages. The earliest example being Heinrich Liechtenstein's 1806 text called upon the language of the Betuana, followed by John Campbell's Botswana Words, 1815, and Burchell's Botswana in 1824. The languages of the Sotho Tswana and other Bantu speakers have a number of common features. They are agglutinative in construction. Nearly all the words ending in vowels are with a nasal consonant. Nouns do not indicate masculine or feminine gender, and these nouns are highly alliterative in character owing to an elaborate system of noun classes functioning in much the same way that gender does in European languages. Also, there are similarities in idiom which are not easy to express in a precise manner. Subsistence and commercial activities. Botswana have been called a peasant proletariat to reflect the fact that they have been migrating to the mines, and to a lesser extent, to the white collar, subsistence and commercial activities. Botswana have been called a peasant proletariat to reflect the fact that they have been migrating to the mines, and to a lesser extent, to the white commercial farms of South Africa, for over a century, and that wages constitute their single largest source of revenue. Mine contacts were temporary, often enabling the migrant to return home for the plowing season. Until the late 20th century, migrants were prevented by South African law from establishing permanent residence at their place of employment. New forms of employment have been emerging, especially in Botswana, where diamond mining has led to dramatic economic growth. State-sponsored welfare is important in both countries. Local economic activities center on agro-pastoralism. Botswana rely on ox-drawn iron plows, but tractors are becoming increasingly common. The principal crop is sorghum. They also grow maize, beans, sweet cane, and some millet. Some farmers engage in commercial agriculture. Botswana husband goats, sheep, and most importantly, cattle. Cattle are valuable for local exchange, for ritual purposes, for their milk, and less so for their meat. Their sale provides an important source of revenue for rural peoples. Most households also keep chickens, and, in the East, some keep pigs. Hunting is far less important than it was in the past, when game was plentiful. Industrial arts. Botswana have long been tied to the South African industrial economy and have purchased items that formerly were made locally. These include most metal goods. In the past, men worked in metal, bone, and wood. Women made pots, and both sexes did basketwork. These skills were often passed from parents to children. Some men still specialize in skin preparation and sewing, usually for trade, and men still make some wooden items, such as yokes for livestock. In northern Botswana, women make baskets, many of which are exported.